my angels, welcome back to Sacred Sagittarius Angels Answers. Or I'm your humble and gracious host, Tigra. Thank you, thank you. Welcome to all of you that have joined the family. Share, like, and comment. It means so much for me that you are part of the family, and I pray that you get the energetic and loving messages and be guided to the light of God's love through this channel. Let's cleanse and bless this space and lift up the vibrations from the previous readings. I'll be posting for the next 48 hours or 72 hours your mid-month updates, which I usually do on the second half of the month. So we'll be doing that for February. And I'll be posting your general overall weekly message for this week in addition to your general love message. We're first starting out with the general love message, and with general messages, don't forget, it can apply to you or anyone else in the Sagittarius community or someone dating or dealing with a Sag when it comes to romance. Sometimes we say she, it could be he. Sometimes it's past when it could be present. So just have an open mind and ultimately know that what you truly believe within shall always, shadow anything that is shown here. Overall energy we get, and I don't think I'm holding my deck. No, there's a lot of reversals. I'm going to go with that. We have the, which I kind of do like this good for us in a reversal, the two of swords in the reverse. So this could be where some of you, usually when it's in the upright, you're guarding yourself, you're blinding yourself to the truth. You don't want to face a particular situation. You're sitting on the fence, you're stressed out, you're torn between making a decision or torn between making a decision possibly between two people when it comes to love. But when it's in the reverse, you are no longer in the dark. You're ready to deal with the situation and deal with the parties or person that you may need to. So this could be a fork in the road or a aha moment. Something could have happened this weekend or over the course of the weekend, which has now let your guard down. You're ready now to take off the blinders and you're ready to face the truth. And you're no longer indecisive. You're ready to make a decision. So if you were in between two lovers or you were in between going with someone from your past opposed to going with someone in the future, you've made your decision. Like I said, something could have happened over this weekend to finally make you deal with the truth. Or listen, it could have been getting too hot in the kitchen, because whenever, you're handling one romantic energy at the same time, it can get a little bit much. So it's good that you deal with it and make your life less stressful and just deal with one person. As long as you let the other person know that you're not interested anymore, like no, thank you, but no thank you, you should be good. We also get the energy in the reverse of the not Eight of Pentacles, I'm sorry, the Eight of Wands. So things may be slow moving this week when it comes to love. Could be also because many of you, as you make stern decisions when it comes to love, it could slow down the pace of things because things were moving so fast that you didn't have time to really think about what you were doing or who you were going to be with. But now that you're making a firm decision, you can finally slow things down and actually enjoy being with the one person that you want to be with. It's also a reminder for you that, sometimes you have to take things slow when it comes to love and relationships, because you'll miss a lot in the middle. And now that you have the blinders off and you see everything and everyone and who their position is to you and towards you when it comes to love, it's going to make a lot of your decision making quite easier, and it's going to take, like I said, a lot of stress and burden off of you. We also get in the reverse, you're going to stop giving to someone this week. You've been helping out someone potentially in a love relationship. I just want to see this deck, if I'm really just holding it upside down, because I can't believe we're getting all these reversals. And you know what? I am. Okay. But since we took them as reversals, I'm going to keep them as reversals, but I am going to turn the deck upright and start shuffling it. So, yes, You're taking the blinders off. You're going to make a decision, one that you was kind of indecisive. You were torn between two people. You know how life goes. First we have no one, and then we have too many to choose from, right? And then as you do that, all this fast-paced dating and going on websites and hanging out with your girlfriends, going on blind dates, that's all going to stop. That's all going to stop, and that's all going to slow down now, because you've made a decision on who you want to chill with, or at least who you want to spend your quality time with to get to know better. So you eliminated a lot of people that you don't think that you want to go further or learn more about them when it comes to romance. In some of these cases, you've walked away from them because they were kind of needy. Some of them you might feel were a little bit too needy. They could have looked to you, or you felt like their energy was like they were attractive to you for what you have, not so much that they liked you as a person or romantically. That was just the disguise. They were just kind of being in the fold and being a yes man because you're giving and loving and kind. And word could be around. Sometimes, you got to watch who you date, because you could be dating someone or talking to someone who knows someone that's been with you. And, it could be like, oh, Sagittarius, she is such a gem. Not only is she good looking and sexy and smart, but she has such a kind heart. Oh, man, let me tell you, when I was in a bind, she took care of me. He took care of me. That type of thing. So, word gets around. As big as the world is, your inner circles, especially when it comes to love and who knows who, and especially with social media, it gets around. So be friendly, but not too friendly. Be giving, but definitely not too giving. So I'm glad that some of you are pulling back from people romantically who you feel they're just there for other reasons other than for love. The next card we get is the King of Swords. So definitely you're not thinking so much about romance from your heart, but using your head. That's why you're going to eliminate all these other partners or other love interests or people that you were talking to. You're kind of narrowing it down, and you're going to spend quality time with the one or two people that you really feel could be good suitors for you. You're going to be engaging in conversation. You're going to be testing their mental psyche. You want to know that this person is a king and queen just like you, that this person has the aptitude, right, to be able to hold a conversation. That this person is a thinker, a mover, a shaker, someone that you can build with, someone that can add to what you have, not take away. In the middle of the deck, because Sagittarius, you're always looking for opportunities. And even though you might have one or two people that you finally kind of narrowed your list down to, that's not going to stop you from what you're doing for your life professionally and personally. And hey, maybe if someone else comes along that is even better or exciting or more aligned to who you are than the one or two people that you're speaking to now, listen, it's all up for play, right? So right now, you have decisions to make. You have decisions to make when it comes to love. You might have more than one opportunity when it comes to love. You could be struggling between a past love and a present love. But whatever it is, you're going to take the time to really focus. You've got a lot going for you. And again, you don't want to be attracted, and you don't want to fall for those who are wearing false masks. You don't want to fall for those who you feel are using you for a come up. At the bottom of the deck with Temperance, yes, be patient. Don't rush it. Take your time to get to know these suitors. Get to know who they really are. Let them do all the talking sometimes. Don't you always do the talking. Let them start the conversation. Can they start a conversation, right? Can they engage you? Can they interest you? Are they as tenacious and adventurous as Sagittarius? Are they spiritual? There's so much to learn about, partners that you might have an interest in, and it really matters to you. So take your time as you go out with them and you experience them and you learn about their friends and family, to really look at the bigger picture of who this person actually is. Not who they're telling you who they are, but who they are truly showing you who they are. So yes, be patient in the process, be calm, enjoy the relationships that you have, the one or two that, you're trying to decide which one, enjoy the process. In moderation, date them. In moderation, talk to them. In moderation, give yourself to them. Don't give them everything right out the gate. Let them work for it. Let them be worthy of it. So I love that for you. Let's see what else we get. We're going to use my message moves deck. And don't forget, this deck is for private, limited sale only to my subscribers for a short time if you're interested. Well, we get too late. Going crazy thinking about you. I don't want to lose your love. And at the bottom of the deck, my whole life has changed. One of the parties that you're speaking to, or someone who's had a romantic connection with you, either in the past or present, their life has changed. They're attributing their life changing due to you. And this also could be someone who's trying to come back into your life this week, Sagittarius, where they want to come to you and they're trying to convince you that their life has changed. They're not that same old person that they used to be. I mean, again, this is just words. It could be anything. Let's see what a clarifier we get. Frustration. Yes, someone's going to want to come back to you trying to convince you that their life has changed, because whatever situation they're in now, whether it's a romantic situation or just their life in general, they're very frustrated. And with this frustration, it's leading them down memory lane, and they're thinking about good old loving, unconditional sweetheart Sagittarius. Who else could put out their fire, and who else could help them in time of need? With too late, it's a little too late for you to help this person. It's a little too late for this person now to try to come into your life and try to reconnect, or think that you're going to want to reconnect with them. The clarifier to that being power, because again, they put you through a lot. They put you through a lot, and you had to regain your power and strength from this past relationship. And now that you can't afford for this person to come and break down and tear down the foundation and the boundaries that you've built up since you've been apart from them. Going crazy thinking about you, yes. When someone hurts a Saggy, they're having fun while they're, walking out the door. They're putting us out the door, whatever's going on during that, nasty breakup. But as time goes on and they get themselves in situations and they really find out that they really had a gem in Sagittarius, that was the keeper, yeah, they're gonna go crazy thinking about you, because their karma is coming after them. Life is coming after them. They're frustrated, and they remember how good they really had it with you, And like we always say, the grass isn't necessarily green, if not even greener, on the other side. So this person is definitely losing sleep over you, thinking about you, wishing that they could reach out. Peace. They had a peace with you that they had with no other. Despite whatever they said to you, all the vicious and nasty things they said to you as they were leaving your life at that time, now in reflection, they know, and they can admit to themselves, and maybe even to you, if given the chance, that you gave them an inner peace that they've never known since. I don't want to lose your love. This person, even though you're not together and they know you probably won't give them the time of day, they still hope that you still think of them in somewhat of a romantic way, that you don't put too much of your energies or thoughts on reminiscing on the bad things that they did, but that you hold dear to your heart the good things. And in some cases, I'm quite sure there was good moments, because you wouldn't have been with them initially if there wasn't. So they're hoping that there's a little bit of that love still left, that they could come to you and try to approach you on that. Let's see if we get a clarifier on that. Bad news. Yeah, they don't want to lose your love, but the bad news is that they've lost your love at the moment that they did what they did, and when they walked away, or they put you aside, or when they cheated on you, or when they ghosted you. So the bad news is, it's too late. Too much time has passed. The damage is done. People have to learn to appreciate Sagittarius when they have Sagittarius. Because once Sagittarius is out of your life, it is very rare that you can get us back, especially in a romantic sense. So this person is learning the hard way this week that they're going to have to muster through life, through their emotions, and just deal with the karma that's coming back into their life. We also get the message long distance. This person could be very far from you, and that's the reason too why they can't reach you. Either they had moved far after you broke up, or you moved away, and this person really doesn't maybe have any way to connect to you, and all they know is that you live far. I find you incredibly attractive. They might have seen some pictures of you online. Or they could be looking at old pictures that they had of you. You know, when people break up with you, they call you ugly, fat. They say all these things. But trust me, they keep those memorabilia of those pictures of when you were together and when you looked hot. And they know you look hot. They were just trying to, hurt you because you were breaking up. So they still do find you attractive, and they think of the times when you were together, how attractive you always look, how you held yourself together. This is the end. They know that this probably is the end. There's no coming back to you, but it won't stop them from thinking about you. And then finally at the bottom, we get destiny is taking us down different paths. Yes, the breakup, some breakups can either heal in time and you get back together, but in this particular case, with this particular person, you went down different paths, and there's really no way that you can connect again. Let's see what's in the middle of the deck. I need time. This person, they might have said that to you. I'm getting saying, like, before you broke up, they were like, listen, this isn't like a breakup forever. I need time. I'll be back. But, we can't just put our lives on hold because other people don't have their life together. Life just doesn't work like that. It's not realistic. So while they thought you were waiting, or, they thought that your love was so strong for them despite whatever breakup that you had, now they're finding out that no, there is no time. There is no moment for you to re-engage with Sag. When you said your goodbyes, that was goodbye for good. Clarifies, we get the best of you. This person knows that they had the best of you. They saw the best of you. Every step counts. They regard you for everything that you did for them, and they know that you really put a lot of love and time and energy into them, probably more so than anyone else ever did in their life. We trust your intuition. When you were going through it, you mentioned to them, like, a lot of people told me not to deal with you, that you were no good for me, that I was too good for you. Even in my heart, I knew that I shouldn't have messed with you. You were a bad boy or a bad girl, but still I gave you the benefit of the doubt. That empath in me, that healer, that light worker wanted to help you, wanted to guide you, wanted to fix you. So these are things that they're remembering, like, they knew that even you knew that you shouldn't have hooked up with them, but you still did. And at the bottom of the deck, endless serendipity. They know that Saggy is such a cool, crazy type of guy and gal. You have so much energy. They miss your quirky ways and the funny things that you used to do. You have such a peculiar, strange, but sexy type of aura about you. They miss the adoration and attention that you used to give them. And they moved the deck, murky waters, but they know that, the energy between you and them, the waters are very murky because they tainted it. They tainted it with whatever they did to you, whether it was cheating, lying, stealing, or just, not being honest with their intentions, or having personal problems and letting the relationship suffer from it. So they know that it is a very gray, dark area between you two, and there's really no way to bridge that gap to make some type of connection. We also get the message, make time to play, have fun, and be free. They know that after the breakup, you totally changed. You went from being depressed to going back to your vivacious self, and they feel that even though they don't see you or hear from you, they do feel that you're happy, that you're at peace, and you're just enjoying life, and they just wish that somehow, some way, they could have been a part of it, but knowing that that's really not possible. As we come to a close, Dirty Dancing, they think of you in the sexual acts that you had together, the dancing. You both had a love for music, so you could have been embracing each other and making love to music. One more try, praying and hoping that, somehow, some way, if given the opportunity, that you would give them one more try. A wicked game. They know the tricks that they played on you and the things that they did to you weren't sweet. It wasn't nice. It was underhanded. You didn't deserve a lot of the dirt that they threw your way. And then finally, don't listen to what people say. That was the one thing people had said a lot of chatter. There was a lot of gossip about this person and their energy and what they were doing towards you and against you, behind your back in the relationship. And he or she always tried to persuade you that don't listen to what people say. They're just jealous of our love. And for a long time, you kind of believed that, right? And this person knows that there was so much that was said, but at the end, when you broke up, it wasn't what people said, it was what you saw or heard with your own eyes. It's the lies that they told you directly to your face that you knew were lies. So again, they're sitting back now like in a capsule of time, just feeling sorry for themselves for all the hurt that they caused you. With the final card of I've been waiting on you, this person has been waiting on you, thinking that by now, definitely, Sag, you would have called me. This person loved me so, and I know I pissed them off. I know I hurt them. I did wrong by them. But I know they had such an unconditional love for me that they really thought time and space would heal the wounds and you would reach out to them. But it's been days. It's been months. It's been even years in some of your cases, and you never reached out. And they're too afraid to reach out because they do sense that if you're happy in your life, the last thing they want to do is to disturb you. The last thing they want to do is be troublesome to you, even if they want to reach out because they need you, because they really do feel like this pit in their stomach of, I did her wrong, I did him wrong, and in such a vicious way that there's really no coming back from that. So they kind of leave the ball on your court for you to come back and for you to say, okay, I forgive you, or for you to say, okay, I want you back. But that day has never come. They want me to pull one more card. I need more. What worked in the past is no longer working. Yeah, so like I said, this might be something where in the past, when you had your breakups or you separated, eventually you would reach out to them and you would get back together, in some time. But this time, no, you really had it. And anyone that's dated a Sagittarius or just deals with Saggy in life, we're pretty cut and dry when it comes to relationships. If we love you, we love you. No doubt about it. But when we're done with you, we're done with you. And there's really no turning, the other side or the other cheek, or so to speak. We just cut you loose altogether. It's like the relationship never existed. So this is where this person is at. This is where their energy is at. And it's very heavy upon you this week because this person is probably suffering through some karmic, payback for what they've done, probably not only to you, but to others. So this is your general love reading. And listen, don't gloat in someone else's sadness or in someone else's misery. Karma does come back to collect. And if someone's hurt you and they're getting their karma, just thank your angels that, they're taking care of business. But don't gloat, because remember, we all commit our little, errors in life, and we all want to be forgiven. So forgive your ex or whoever your partner was for what they've done. And like I said, let their karma, pan out. You just continue to live your life and count your blessings.